What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Louisiana Outdoorsman. As you could probably tell, I am a bit under the weather right now, which is why you guys aren't getting any hunting or fishing videos right about now. So I'm trying to bring myself back to better health, but I will make a video for y'all. I've been getting some messages and everything like that asking me what do I put in my hunting bag when I go hunting, and basically what's in it. What do I keep in my hunting bag at all times? What are my necessities, my go-tos whenever I'm out in the field, either duck hunting, deer hunting, or whatever hunting I'm doing. So I have my backpack here, which is basically what I call my hunting bag, which is a camo book sack. So I'm gonna kind of go through it, empty it out for you guys, and kind of break it down of what I have in here and why I have it in here. So let's get to it. Alright, let's get started with the biggest portion of it, which I don't really have that much stuff inside these bigger portions, but I do have, since it is duck season and I go duck hunting a lot, well, not a lot this year, should I say, but I do have all my, I probably need to get better, put these in a bag or a better box or something. But I do keep my shotgun shells in my backpack during duck season, but they don't stay in there all year. Big pair of gloves. These are key whenever I am driving my boat out to the duck blind early in the morning and I don't want my hands to freeze. They're extremely warm. Extremely warm. Got some nice cushion on the inside. Of course, I do hunt a lot of public land, WMAs, or I used to, should I say, but for my deer hunting and everything like that, or when I go squirrel or rabbit hunting, I got my hunter's orange vest, hunter's orange hat, because safety is key when you're out. Let's see, I have a plastic bag. Oh, I think I kept shotgun shells in these one year because my box had busted. Probably need to throw it away. Do have my Cobalt. This is a pretty neat little light. I think it was like 15 bucks, if that. It's a really neat little light. You can adjust it however you need it, if you want to hold it like that, if you want to straighten it out and hold it like a regular flashlight. But it's also magnetic. You can stick it to anything and have it if you want it. And to charge it, all you literally gotta do is press this little button and push it, and it literally plugs right into the wall. So convenient. I actually have two of them. I don't know exactly where my other one's at. I think it's in the house somewhere. But this is a very convenient little light. I also do have a headlight I normally bring, but that's inside the house. A rag. I think many of you know what this may be for, especially if you deer hunt. I'm not going to go into deep explanation with that, but you guys that hunt understand why I have a rag in there. Some cheap fishing line. I think it's some 20-pound tests. I used to use this. What did I use this for? I think I tried to use this one time as a makeshift jerk rig decoy for jerk rig setup for my ducks. It didn't work out too well. I think I just forgot it in there. But you never know when you're gonna need some type of line or string or anything, so that's why I leave it in there. What is this? It's just a regular little strap. I have no clue what that's for. On this side, got my beanie, because it's cold right now, so I always keep a beanie. I have one in the house that I wear, but I always keep a spare just in case I accidentally forget the one in the house. And most important, especially when you're riding a four-wheeler, maybe out to the deer stand or whatnot, got the full face mask. It's not the best one, but it was pretty cheap when I got it, and it keeps me warm, so it works. Let's see. This, you might ask, it's a face mask. It's very thin, made of almost like a Under Armour material. This is not to keep me warm. This is not to keep me camo. I actually bought this a long time ago whenever I was deer hunting and the mosquitoes were atrocious. So I bought this to kind of keep them off of me as much as possible and cover a majority of my body. I think that is it for the big part. Yes, that is it for the big part. So, shove all that back in here. Now, once I start getting into the smaller portions, this is where I keep all my gadgets that I need. Zip ties, dealing with duck blinds, anything. Zip ties literally are the universal lifesaver for any type of makeshift anything you're trying to make. So I always make sure I keep a pack of zip ties. Either I keep one in my bag, keep one at my house, keep one in my tackle box. You never know when you're gonna need zip ties. Some thinner gloves. This is for just either when I'm walking in the woods and I don't want to touch thorns or anything that's sharp in the woods. So there's some thinner gloves. I mean, they're still warm, but I normally wear these when it's about 60 to 50 degrees outside. My other ones are when it's a lot colder. Compass, because you can't always rely on your phone to get you where you need to go. So I always keep a compass on me. It's real cheap when you can get it at like Academy or Walmart or anything for like $10, if $10. What is this? Oh, it's my face paint. For those days whenever I am duck hunting and it's very bright outside and I don't have that much cover, try my best. Some people don't think it works. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. A limb cutter. It's pretty sharp. This is for whenever you're climbing or when I'm climbing in my tree stand and a branch is in the way of the perfect tree. I'm sure you guys know when you get up halfway you want to go about 10 feet and you realize you got a branch in your way, but it's the perfect tree, so you're not about to come back down. So guess what? You're gonna cut that bad boy down. You're gonna keep on climbing. So that's key whenever you're deer hunting and a climber. Some more thermocell wicks. Like I said, thermocell is key. I don't have my thermocell in my bag now because it's cold and most of the mosquitoes are gone by now. Never know when you're gonna need flashlights, so I keep just these small ones. These are backups, like third backups. Like I said, I had the other big one in my top, and I got these. I don't even think these have batteries in them. I think I put batteries in them 1 year. Oh, that one actually works. They're not bright whatsoever, but you never know when you're gonna need an extra flashlight. Oh, that one still works too. So the red one doesn't work. Like I said, never know when you go. I learned my lesson the hard way a long time ago. Was stuck without 0 flashlights walking in the dark, and it was not fun because I had to wait till the sun came up until I could figure out where in the world I was going. So, with that being said, that's what's in the small portion or the medium portion of my bag. Put all that snazzy stuff back. Let's go. I think I only have one thing in here. I think it's my deer grunt. Yeah, that's it. That's my deer grunt. It's a extinguisher. You could do a fawn call, doe call, buck call. Put it all the way down. Yeah, it's a buck. Yes. Haven't really used it much. I'm not a humongous deer hunter. I deer hunt maybe a few times a year, which you guys will see coming up. I think I got a deer hunt planned for sometime in January. So stay tuned for those deer hunts. I don't think I'm gonna be using this. I kind of just like to sit there and wait and see what happens. I'm not saying that they don't work, because I do believe that they work, but I'm just not a big fan of using them. And in the small portion, always off, especially the high. Make sure you get the high amount of DEET, which is 40%. I think 40% might be the most you can actually get in a insect repellent formula. This is so key, I cannot tell you guys, especially in the early teal season, early bow season, anything that you're hunting within the spring, fall, when it's not cold and mosquitoes are gone. This stuff is a lifesaver. Either that or you'd be rubbing mud on your face and arms. Let's see, got a pen, which I used to use this pen to fill out the public land forms that you have to fill out to hunt a public areas, to basically check in and check out. But they actually just came out with a new app. In case you guys didn't know, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. They came out with a Louisiana Wildlife Fisheries came out with a self-clearing permit. Basically, you just check into whatever WMA you checking in, what time, what date, and all that good stuff. And I'm not gonna go through the whole spiel, but you got the point. You can do everything electronically now. So, pen really. Maybe if I gotta fill out a deer tag or something. For when it is cold and you don't want to take those gloves off your hands and you don't want to buy the expensive tip gloves that you could do for your smartphone. Yes, it's pink, but it was free. So you take the little stylus and use it on your smartphone, so you have to take your gloves off. And last but not least, got some earplugs, which I'm actually probably gonna throw those away because that's pretty gross. They've been in there for a minute, so yeah, I'm gonna throw those away. I'm glad I did this video because Those are stayed there for a long time. Those are for whenever, actually, I don't know what those are for. It's not like I use earplugs whenever I probably should when I go duck hunting use earplugs, but I just feel like it affects my vision. I mean, not my vision. Oh, this sickness is taking a hold of me. My hearing, I feel like it takes some of my hearing away, because hearing is key when it comes to duck hunting. And in this bottom bag is a lot of mostly survival-ish type stuff. This is my markers. Say if I'm hunting somewhere and I need to mark a tree. I know some guys are against that. Oh, you're polluting the area, blah, 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 blah. I don't like to get lost in the woods. I don't know about you guys, but this stuff is really nice to have. Either that or some bright eyes, which is the little pinpoint reflectors that you can put up. My emergency blanket in case somehow I fall in the water somehow and I need to get warm very quick, so I got my emergency blanket. And a little simple first aid kit. You can buy these at any little store. Basically comes with your typical band-aids, cleaning aid, and some ointment to put on your cut or scrapes or stings or whatever happened to you. Like I said, this is very basic first aid type kit. There's nothing that's going to save your life. But if you do get a cut and you start bleeding, probably best not to leave an open wound out in the open, especially in the woods where you can get bacteria in it and stuff like that. Little pocket knife. I know I'm gonna keep a pocket knife on me as I'm going. This is just a backup. One of those little knives that you could buy at Walmart for like $5. Sharpen it real nice, and basically, it never let me down while I was in the field yet. I'm on camera with that. What else I got? Another pocket knife. It's a little tiny pocket knife. Like I said, you never know when you're gonna need that. So I'm the type of person that I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So let's see. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, just a little unscrewed D-ring. If I can unscrew it. I actually found this a long time ago when I was in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and I was metal detecting on the beach. I actually found this. And it's a nice D-ring. I mean, you could even screw it back and it holds it clean in place. So I use this a lot whenever I'm bringing up my gun or bow when I'm in the climber. And I want something sturdy that's going to actually hold on to it and not a rope that might give way. So never know when you're going to need this stuff. Like I said, I'd rather have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. And then last but not least, some rubber gloves in case I got to maybe field dress a hog or deer or something like that. I know you'd be like, oh, it's just blood you get on your hands, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't like blood on my hands if I don't have to. So I like to use gloves if I have them. So I'm going to shove all this back in. I'm not going to bore you guys with me shoving all this back in. And I will get back with you once I repack all this. Alright, so that's basically what I have in my bag and keep in my bag at all times. Mine is the shotgun shells, and during deer and whatever other I'm going hunt at the time, I'll depend on what I switch and put in there. But majority of that stuff stays in my bag the entire time. So hopefully that answers some of you guys' questions of what I keep in my bag, what I use, what's my essentials, and my go-tos. Other than that, sometimes I put some snacks in there and stuff like that to eat while I'm going hunting, because everybody knows you get hungry while you're in the stand or in the blind. So let me know if you guys like this type of video. I will also do one again with my tackle box to show you guys what I use mostly when I go fishing instead of hunting. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and as always, stay tuned for another episode of Louisiana Outdoorsman.